What is up, YouTube? Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video. I've been uploading more regularly, so I got another upload for you today. Look out for some pretty good videos coming soon. I'm gonna make some videos with some of my friends, and I think we're gonna do like some public trolling or like just some funny shit, for my channel. But today I'm gonna be by myself, and I'm gonna be making a video on probably the highest I've ever been, and like which is also the most uncomfortably high I've ever been, which says something, because like I've been uncomfortably high like a bunch in my life, like off dabs and stuff, but I remember this specific time was so intense and was so just like overwhelming. I could not handle it. So basically it started off like I was hanging out with with the seniors, and I was a freshman in high school. And one day we had this class together. It was called Stagecraft, and Stagecraft was literally like you were painting and building sets for the play, like at my school. Like you were like the person that like painted the sets and like built them and like set them all up and stuff. And that's all you did in that class. So it was like a super easy class. And basically all ages were mixed in the class as well, from freshmen to seniors. So I was talking to some seniors one day, and I was wearing like some pot leaf socks or something, and they were like, "Hey man, you smoke weed?" And I was just like, "Yeah, like for sure." And at this point I'd only been smoking weed for like a year or two, so like I thought I smoked weed and I thought I knew about all this shit, but I really didn't. So basically they were just like, "Oh, so like you want to smoke?" He's like, "You want to like skip class next hour and like smoke with me?" And at the time, like me being a freshman, I wanted to be cool. I wanted to fit in with the seniors, so I was just like, "Hell yeah, I want to do that." Like fuck class. Like only losers go to class, like type shit. Even though like in reality, the people that stayed in class and didn't skip to smoke weed are the smart ones. So basically he was like, "All right, have you ever taken a dab before?" And I was like, yeah, like sure, of course I've taken a dab. But I lied to him. I had never really taken a dab. I remember one time I bought like a gram of wax and wasted like 90% of it because we tried to smoke it out of a spoon pipe by like lighting it with a lighter, and it did work, but it completely destroyed the pipe and clogged the fuck out of it. So like I had never taken a real dab out of a rig or out of a nectar collector at that point or anything like that. So basically he's like, "All right, well I got a rig at my homie's house, and you can come by and take a dab." And I was like, "All right, sounds good." So we sneak out the side door and we get to his car, and I'm all happy, like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to feel so good. I'm about to, get high as hell." So we arrive at his friend's house, and his friend has like this like $1,000 rig, quartz banger, like super nice torch, like everything. His whole dab setup was amazing. And this guy's name was Nolan, and he was like, "All right, bro, you're going first." He's like, "I want to give you the dab." And I'm like, "All right, that's cool." Thinking, just trying to be a hard ass, trying to act like I can handle my shit. So basically, he cuts off a big ass glob, just a huge ass piece of wax. He was like, "You can take this?" I was like, "Yeah, dude," not even knowing how much it really was. And I remember the heat of the quartz banger. It was kind of a low temper, but like it was still red hot. And he dropped it right on there and covered it, and I just saw the whole thing milk up instantly, and I was like, "Oh shit, like here we go." And I shit you not, I like took almost all of the dab, and I kept blowing it out, and I felt my lungs getting super tight, like super hot. But honestly, like I didn't want to cough because I thought it was gonna like hurt, so I like held in coughing, and I didn't cough, and I was like holding my breath, and then eventually like the pain just went away and I didn't even cough. So like Nolan was like, "All right, I see you, bro, I see you, bro." Like, and he like gained my respect then, but little did he know shortly after he would lose it all. So about half an hour passes by, and I remember I started feeling insane. Like I started like getting way past any high that I've ever felt before, and I was getting a little anxious, so I told Nolan, I was like, "Hey bro, like can we leave? Like I want to go home." And he was like, "Yeah, for sure, bro." And as soon as I stepped in his car, I started flipping out. I started freaking like shaking, and I started feeling sick, and I started like flipping shit. And I was like, "Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm freaking out. I can't breathe, all this stuff." And he's like, "Dude, chill the fuck out." He's like, "Relax." He's like, "Why the fuck are you on like?" He's like, "Why are you so like amped up right now? Just like He's like, you just took a dab. He's like, you're not gonna die. You're good. Like, he's like, we've all been there. Just chill. It'll go away. But then, like, in my head, I'm like psyching myself out, you know, thinking I couldn't breathe, thinking that I was gonna get sick. And so, you know, everybody gets sick from weed 1 or 2 times in their life if you smoke for a long time. And honestly, like, I was sitting in his car, and out of nowhere, I just felt really fucking nauseous. I luckily rolled down the window, and I started puking out the window as he was driving. All right, so I was yakking out the window, and he was like laughing at me. He was like, "Come on, dude, seriously, like all over my car?" And I was just like, "Fuck you," like just yakking, just letting it all out. And I was just like, "Shit, like I hate this. Like I never want to smoke weed again." I was like, "Fuck it, I'm never dabbing again." You know, all in my head, like I got to give this life up, man. Like I'm fucking up. Like, but in reality, I was just so fucking high. I just couldn't even comprehend anything. So after I puked, he took me to my house, and it's a weird thing because as soon as I step into my room, I swear, like, no matter how high or, you know, drunk or whatever I'm feeling at the moment, I'm good. Like, when I'm in my room, it's like the lion's den. Like, I'm cool if I'm in my room. I know that I'm safe. I know that I'm secure, so I don't have anything to worry about. So, I remember, like, I was in my room, and the high was just starting to, like, really kick in off this dab. Keep in mind, it had probably only been, like, 45 minutes after I took the dab. And like dabs, like you just start getting higher and higher for no reason, especially it being my first one, and it was a glob. And I remember sitting in my room, and I was just on my back, and I was like stuck as hell. Like I could not move, and I was looking at my tapestries, and like it was tripping me out. Everything was slow motion, and I remember I could not handle my shit whatsoever. And then out of nowhere, it was probably like 7 o'clock at night, and usually my parents didn't get home till like 10 or 11, and the door opens, like my front door, and I was like, shit. And I like looked out my window, and I saw that it was my brother's car, and my brother didn't really know that I smoked a lot of weed at this point in life, so I was like nervous about him knowing. And he came into my room, and like he was like, "Hey Caleb, can I borrow a the fuck?" Like he looked at me and just knew I was just blasted, like, and I was just like, fuck, like, and he was like, "Are you high?" And I was like, "I'm so faded right now." And he's like, "Don't be stupid." And I'm like, "I'm not, like, I just took a dab." And he's like, "Oh shit, you have dabs, blah blah blah." And like we immediately just started talking about weed. And my brother's always been super fucking cool. He never gave a shit, you know, he always looked out for me and whatnot. But then if I recall, I remember I got, you know, I stayed high as fuck, and then I like got some food and just smashed all the food and just straight chilled and passed out eventually. Like I do remember the next day I did feel really weird. Like I remember I had like a bad headache, and like I didn't even go to school or anything. And like so like Nolan like hit me up the next day and was like, "You good, bro? You alive?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I just needed to sleep for like 3 days. Don't even worry about me." But basically, guys, like that's the story I'm gonna tell you guys today. Hope you guys like enjoyed the video. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, so you guys keep motivating me to make videos, and you motivate me to sit down and talk to you guys. I really enjoy like just sitting and smoking a blunt and just like talking to my viewers, talking to my fans. Like it's like honestly like it's a version of Zen to me, like complete Zen. So make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, whether it's a good one or a bad one. Just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell people about my channel. You know, if you know me personally, then whatever, but if you don't know me and you know I'm just another YouTuber to you guys, and spread my channel out and tell people, tell your friends, like let's make this channel a big deal and let's go off. So yeah guys, I'm gonna hit this a few more times. You guys have a great day. Spit Midwest Reviews. Smoke got in the eye. That's the worst. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good to see you guys. Peace out.